네, 리버풀은 트로피가 써있네.
To be those who bring the Premier League trophy out onto the Anfield pitch. That shimmering symbol of supremacy.
Yeah, followed by Richard Masters and Alan Hansen, who will hand the trophy over to Virgil van Dijk.
얘는 나랑 전에 이런 왜 그러나?
All the greats, all the good. The football fibre, the DNA,
스티븐슨,
stretching back through the history of the
이거
Boutron ethos.
침투호,
Titles that have been won before, the prizes that will be battled for in the future, the deep satisfaction of the here and now, knowing Liverpool are back on top.
Yeah, and with designs on staying there as long as they can.
The sixth manager to win the Premier League title in his first season in charge. The first manager from the Netherlands to win the league title in England. Arne Slot leads them out. He came from Rotterdam with a blueprint of belief. He has built a throne of triumph here at Anfield. It's Mo Salah who was presented with the Golden Boot trophy down on the pitch by Ian Rush a few minutes ago. But Arne Slot, who's taken the baton from Jurgen Klopp, and he's turned it into a conductor's wand. This hasn't been a rebuild for Liverpool. It has been a renaissance. Alan Hansen, proper Liverpool legend, 14 years in the team. European Cup winner 3 times. He's there to greet the players as they go past. It's the goalkeeping department first, the safe hands that provided the foundations for Liverpool's title charge. Birthday present today. Birthdays don't come much better than this. Ibrahima Konate, on the day that Dominic Szoboszlai has become the first Hungarian to ever win the Premier League. Homegrown hero, Curtis Jones. And you know what it feels like to be crowned champion of England. This is a very special moment in these players' careers.
It is to every one of them, and everyone has played their part. And I think Arne Slot, has managed events beautifully. And yeah, you treasure these moments. But pretty quickly, in my time anyway, and I'm sure it remains, they'll tell you to forget about it, to put your medals away, and show them to your grandkids. You'll have to get on with next season first.
It's from Sean Gomez, whose campaign was really disrupted through injury. He was on the bench today, Joe Gomez. Andy Robertson, who's already got a winner's medal at home. Conor Bradley, who hopes, along with Gerald Kwanzaa, that this is the start of a long, illustrious journey for the younger generation of these Liverpool players. Ryan Gravenberch crowned the Premier League's Young Player of the Season. What a campaign he's had. What a huge part of Liverpool's success that he has been. Diogo Jota, another who would have liked to have scored more goals this season. But Luis Diaz was there to step up and provide the firepower. What a campaign the Colombian has enjoyed. Alexis McAllister, welcome winner's medal at home, but he will savour this Premier League winner's medal. Darwin Núñez, like Jota, would have liked to have scored more, but he did play his part. A lot of appearances over the season en route to claiming the crown. 20 years, man and boy, as part of Liverpool Football Club. His parting has not been the smoothest, but it's become a day when Anfield Stadium says thanks for the memories to Trent Alexander-Arnold.
Well, I hope I've missed it if it was there, but I haven't heard any blues. And in terms of popularity, This guy is going down an absolute treat.
The only thing Liverpool celebrated more this season than winning the Premier League was Mo Salah signing his new contract. Now, from centre back to centre stage.
What a partnership they could have been, if only in the same era.
Virgil van Dijk, who raises standards, who raises spirits, and today he is going to raise silverware. All season long, they have been the team that rolls, the team that rocks, the team that never stops. Title number 20, call on the search. The Reds are back on their perch. The pinnacle of English football, Liverpool, the 2024-25 Premier League champions. "20 notches now on Liverpool's belt of brilliance." As the confetti falls, as the legends are crowned, one truth remains unshaken. Form may be temporary, but class, Anfield class, is eternal. And the 20th has come home.
Well, Arne Slot has said it throughout that the standard was set a long time ago, probably by Bill Shankly, and you can't really end up below that standard.
Well, these clubs who've seen in action today will meet again in the Community Shield on the weekend of August 9th and 10th for the Community Shield. And as the curtain draws on the 24-25 season, the new fixtures will be out in 24 days' time. We'll see you again to do it all again in 83 days from now.
Well, the Liverpool anthem plays loud. That is the moment. For 28 days they've been waiting for and all season dreaming of. And now that moment has arrived. Not for 35 years have Liverpool lifted a top flight title in front of their own fans. And everyone fortunate to be there. And everyone fortunate to be involved in it. It's going to savour every single second. Liverpool, the Premier League champions of 24-25. And the Egyptian king getting the crown there. They've all played their part, Michael. And these are moments that when they dream of becoming professional footballers, these are moments that are in those dreams, right at the forefront of your mind.
Yeah,
absolutely.
we spent our days, Steve, watching qualification for the Champions League, qualification for the Europa League, qualification for the Conference League. But forget about this. Forget about that. When you retire
Argentina.
for this, you don't remember the day you qualified for the Conference League.
ما فرنا لا
You
رابط
remember the days that you lift the trophies. So yeah, it's great for them next season. All the other teams got lots to look forward to, playing in various competitions, but these are the champions, and these moments will never ever be forgotten by these players. All that, man, to do it in your first season is quite an incredible achievement.
45 years of age, the first Dutchman to win the Premier League. He only arrived 358 days ago, Martin. No pundits at Liverpool for the title. I mean, with your managerial hat on, just put into words what Arne Slot has done with this Liverpool squad.
I don't think even he could do that, Tony. He arrived at the football club, it's been run brilliantly by another manager, different type of manager, one that's wanting to get up and go. This seemed to be one where I think this captain said was more about possession based and they could get forward, at the right time. But however, I mean, we're taking the lead by storm. They went through how weak Manchester City were going to be, but they managed, but Arsenal shouldn't improve, I don't know. But he stormed through it, and very, very few hiccups along the way, I must admit, in the league. He lost a home game to Nottingham Forest, maybe on a bit of a setback, but overall, seamless, really, absolutely seamless. And he is, he's done an extraordinary job, really extraordinary. He's full of, you know what might be the most interesting thing about, I wonder how Klopp really feels about it, you know. That's the point. He's there today and he's great, he's giving great support, and I was delighted to hear that Michael told me that yesterday or the day before that he gave Alexander-Arnold a lot of praise, and where the supporters should not be saying this. And this is something I felt about Liverpool Football Club for years and years, even the time I played. Brian Clough used to say, if you can get accolades from the Anfield crowd, you know that you've done something. And that's exactly right, because he felt as if they were the most knowledgeable crowd. They're the ones that knew about the game, and they knew how players felt, and knew how managers felt. They were run by a great Bill Shankly, and in the years after that, fantastic, really. So I'm delighted to see that Alexander-Arnold will take his place now in the pantheon of really, really great players at the football club. But the main thing is, I'm just thinking over myself. I wonder how I would really feel. You know, I've left aside a really, really good team, hadn't just clinched the league, and you think to yourself, oh God, somebody just stepped in and won it by a distance. You know? Anyway, that's just perhaps just a managerial thought in private. But both, I'm talking about managers now, both have been fantastic. And in all honesty, Slot had an awful lot to live up to, and he's done that admirably.
And Michael, this is important. When he was introduced, when he came out then to get his medal, pure cheers after Jurgen Klopp's words. He's getting his moment with the trophy in front of the Kop.
Yeah, I'm so delighted that, you know, it's a day of celebration, there was no booze, because it really did take the shine off the last couple of weeks. But none of it today. It's absolutely brilliant. I think Jurgen Klopp played a huge part in what he said only a couple of days ago. And I think deep down, there's always that initial hurt, that initial feeling. But once the dust settles, I think they'll be very proud of one of their own, playing such a huge role for many, many years, from winning absolutely everything that the game has to offer. And it's just lovely now that that's almost put aside, put to bed, and we can enjoy these pictures without almost grimacing, without almost thinking, oh, don't pick up the trophy, Trent, just in case you get burned. There's none of that. Everybody's just there for a celebration, and fantastic to see.
And from a player's point of view, Shay, you just have to sample and savour every single second of this.
Again, some of them players have done it a few years back, Steve, in front of no one really. It was a bit of a not a false celebration. They won the league, and rightly so, but in COVID times, no crowd. To do that now in person in front of that Kop, it's just very, very special, and I'm sure their families will come on the pitch shortly, and memories they'll have for the rest of their life. This is a special day for these players. I mean, Gravenberch, picks the trophy up. What a season he's had. We spoke earlier part of the season, can he do that number 6 role? Can he be disciplined enough to play in that position? Too right he can, but you give Arne Slot great credit for that as well. There's so many success stories. Every time a different player picks up the trophy, you think he's had a great evening. Harvey Elliott come on at times, scored important goals at times. Every single player, you go through Alisson again as an ex-goalkeeper myself. Another phenomenal season for me, the best goalkeeper in the Premier League. There's so many success stories, and Van Dijk, I think, is the first Dutch captain ever to get his hands on the Premier League trophy. So